this morning, and she was talking about employment and transportation. Mr. Little, if you could talk about the opportunity to work in the community and some of the transportation that's provided at the Union Village.
Absolutely. As Barbara said, one, for work, AIDB provides transportation to all of its employees who are non-drivers. And I want to be very specific on that, non-drivers, because you can have anyone who works at AIDB that, due to their disability, they cannot drive. Because you may have someone who's, deaf people drive, but you may have a deaf person whose disability impedes their ability to drive. So AIDB provides transportation locally to and from AIDB work. And then also we provide afternoon transportation to Walmart, to pharmacies. Transportation is a huge piece for an individual who is a non-driver, which is primarily people who are blind or people who are deaf-blind. But that's what we do. We're out in the streets. We've got a fleet of vehicles that we just provide people those transportation. That's our goal, is to get people where they need to go.
Now, can an individual that's living at the Union Village, can they request, like, kind of spur of the moment, 7 o'clock, I need to go run to Walmart for something? Or is it more like you got to make sure the day before you're prepared for when that transportation is available?
Well, I'll tell you, here at AIDB, our goal is to help prepare people for real life, although we give them supports. If you're living in New York City or you're living in Birmingham, you've got to schedule an Uber.
Yeah.
you can't, if you might get lucky to stand out and say, oh yeah, there's an Uber right now.
Yeah.
You got to plan. And so that's part of our thing, is to, encourage people to plan. So they do have to request ahead of time. We don't do on the spot transportation, but we do have routes. We have a local bus route that our transportation department has established, and it runs, I believe, at the top of the hour. So you have to plan appropriately and accordingly.
Yeah, I think that's an important part of it, because just like you said, anywhere else in the world, nobody's catering to your every whim. You got to plan for this. You got to grow up. You got to be a big person about this. Yeah. And you got to take responsibility for that kind of stuff. Now, this all sounds well and good. It sounds like paradise here.